Welcome back, my dear students. Hope you are fine at home. Last class we studied about eubacteria and mycoplasma. Eubacteria and mycoplasma are coming under kingdom Munera. Eubacteria is also called true bacteria. Okay, and we studied the important features. Hope you understood all the topics related to that. Once again, very speedily, teacher will recollect what we studied last class. There are thousands of eubacteria. Cyanobacteria is also one eubacteria. It is also called blue-green algae. Okay, and they are having flagella if it is motile, having a rigid cell wall. Chlorophyll A present like that of higher plants. So they are photosynthetic autotrophs. Clear? And the cyanobacteria we can see in different form, either unicellular or colonial or filamentous. They can see in fresh water, marine water and also in the terrestrial area. Unicellular teacher given the example spirulina, it can used by space travelers or some other persons as single cell protein, means single cell contain all the nutrients needed for our body. Okay, and colonial one we studied nostoc and anabina. The farmers are cultivating this for getting unavailable atmospheric nitrogen. It is very much helpful for cultivation. Again, we already seen the diagram of nostoc. The body is surrounded by a mucilaginous sheath. Like this, how many cells are there? Some special type of cell called a heterocyst for absorbing atmospheric nitrogen. Okay. Again, filamentous one teacher told you the example Oscillatoria. Oscillatoria also contain one cell called necridine. The function is same. And some other type of bacteria, eubacteria, chemosynthetic autotrophs, they can oxidize. The inorganic substance, that is nitrate to nitrite to ammonia, and energy is releasing, that energy is used for ATP production. ATP, you know, that is energy currency, adenosine triphosphate. And also some are useful for recycling nitrogen, phosphorus, iron, sulfur, etc. That much about eubacteria. Then again, mycoplasma is the smallest known prokaryote. They are also called PPLO, pluro-pneumonia-like organism. They like cell wall. They can survive without oxygen and they are pathogenic to plants and animals. They resist penicillin. That much a topic we studied in last class. Today teacher is taking about the reproduction in bacteria. First we can see reproduction in bacteria. Beginning we studied about the structure of bacteria. Have you heard about fission? Bacteria are reproduced by binary fission. Binary fission. Bi means two. Fission means split. Smaller classes we studied. Different type of fission you studied. This next portion also we will study. That is while studying Paramecium, amoeba, etc. also we can see. Fission, binary fission, longitudinal fission, transverse fission, etc. we will study. So here bacteria reproduce by binary fission. One bacteria divide into two. Clear? You can see the picture here. Bacteria is not having nucleus, you know. So the bacteria, this is a dividing bacteria and it is having the genetic material. It also divides. And this daughter cell having DNA, cell wall, cell membrane. Okay, this is a primitive type of cell division. That is, you know, we can see by adopting primitive type of DNA transfer from one bacteria to another. DNA transfer from one bacteria to the daughter bacteria. That's a primitive type of DNA transfer. That also takes place in the case of bacteria. Again I told you bacteria dividing by binary fission. One bacteria divide into two. So in a day, millions of bacteria are producing by binary fission. One bacteria divided into two. That two bacteria, see, this is one bacteria divided into two. That is two. This again two. This again two. This again two. Likewise, in a day, millions of bacteria can produce. That is why they know the spreading of bacterial disease, the number of bacteria. Don't think, don't underestimate their microorganism. It is very simple. No. So complex organization. So bacteria in a day, millions of bacteria can produce by which method? Binary fission. But all these bacteria are not living. This bacteria, some of the bacteria can also die because of their own toxic secretions. Bacteria are considered as immortal organism, but some of the bacteria will die because of their own toxic secretion. So remember about bacteria can reproduce by binary fission. First point. There is a primitive type of DNA transfer from one bacteria to another. So the daughter cells are also getting the DNA. There is a cell wall and a cell membrane present. So these are two daughter cells having the DNA. Primitive type of DNA transfer. And again some unfavorable condition. These bacteria are producing some spores. So, unfavorable condition, bacteria are producing spores. When favorable condition coming time, it may develop into new bacteria. Okay. So remember binary fission, unfavorable conditions, spore formation, and the primitive type of DNA transfer. That much you have to remember about the reproduction. That much only in your textbook. When you reach the next higher level, you can study till more detailed way. The other half teacher is taking about the economic importance of bacteria. Okay. It's very important, the economic importance of bacteria. Bacteria are useful, at the same time it is harmful. Okay. First we can see which are the different uses of bacteria. My dear children, just to think about, there is a rat, a dead rat nearby your house. After some hours or after one day, what a bad smell is coming from that. If there is no microorganisms in the nature, what may be the situation? After that a tsunami, after this COVID, pandemic COVID, so many of them are dying. So these dead bodies are accumulating in the nature. What may be the situation? So, beginning teacher told you, don't underestimate microorganism, bacteria, fungi. Here we are discussing about bacteria only. So, the bacteria are the important decomposers. You studied about the decomposers, decomposing the complex materials into simpler one. They are not directly eating the dead remains. That in next class we will study. So, they are decomposing the complex body into simpler one by the decomposers, mainly bacteria. So, they are cleaning the nature nature. They are nature's scavengers. All the points the teacher can't write on the board. You have to listen my lecturing and you have to write down. The bacteria are heterotrophic bacteria are decomposers. They are cleaning the nature. They are nature's scavengers. They are decomposing the complex body into simpler one. First use. Bacteria, saprophytic bacteria living on dead remains. And they are nature's scavengers, they are decomposers. Clear? And then again, it's a very familiar example, you know, milk to curd. Who can make curd from milk without the help of bacteria? Lactic acid bacteria can convert milk to curd. Briefly only teacher is taking. Again, so many antibiotics are synthesizing with the help of bacteria. Antibiotics. You know, one example is streptomycin. So many antibiotics are there. When we are reaching the hospital, doctors are giving, you want to take antibiotics. How these antibiotics are producing? With the help of bacteria. Later in the biotechnology, we will study, you know. Are you remembering teacher is drawing the structure of bacteria about the plasmid? So one plasmid teacher drawn at that time and the teacher explained about this plasmid containing the DNA. Which organisms are DNA or which gene? So the plasmid can produce which gene is responsible for that which one? That can produce. Clear, you know. So many antibiotics, generally teacher is saying, so many antibiotics are producing with the help of bacteria. One example is streptomycin. And the another one, it is very important, nitrogen fixing bacteria. The root nodules of leguminous plants, you know, there are so many bacteria are living. One example is rhizobium. The nitrogen is very important for the plant growth, but it is unavailable. Some bacteria are living the root nodules of leguminous plants and they are taking the unavailable nitrogen and give it to plants. And both the partners are benefited, they are symbiotic relationship. In a detailed way teacher is not going. This is a green manure. It's a green manure. Again, chemosynthetic autotrophic bacteria recycling the nutrients which are the last class teacher told you. They are recycling nitrogen, phosphorus, sulfur, iron, etc. Recycling the nutrients. Again, you know, have you studied, you know, about the methanogens? Methanogens, they are living the gut of ruminant animals. With the help of methanogens, methane gas, biogas, that is, biogas is produced by methanogens. This is methanogens. Again we studied, it is very important in the field of biotechnology. Thermoacidophiles, you have to remember, they can live high extreme condition, high temperature. From that bacteria, one enzyme is taking. That bacteria's name teacher told you last class, Thermus aquaticus. From that bacteria, one enzyme is taking. That enzyme is used in the DNA production in the field of biotechnology. Okay. And some of the important uses, you can see saprophytic bacteria, it is nature's scavengers, they are decomposers. Lactic acid bacteria convert milk to curd. Antibiotics are producing, what is the use of antibiotic? They prevent the growth of some other microorganism. That is the role of antibiotics. One antibiotic example teacher here given here, streptomycin. Some are nitrogen fixing bacteria, chemosynthetic autotrophic bacteria recycling the nutrients, gobar gas or biogas by methanogens. Generally teacher is given biotechnology with the help of bacteria, so many vaccines, so many antibiotics, etc. are producing. You have to copy this. This is not in your textbook. Without saying this, how can say the economic importance, the uses of bacteria. I think you can write all these things. Then we can see the harmful bacteria also. One way bacteria is useful, Another way, bacteria is harmful also. We can see the harmful bacteria. Now we can see which are the harmful bacteria. Bacteria are useful, at the same time harmful. These bacteria are causing so many diseases in crops, in farm animals, in human and in many other way. Okay, one by one we can see. Many bacteria are causing problem in the crop field. Sometimes you heard about the night blight of potato, wilt disease, citrus hanger. All these are the different type of disease affecting by bacteria. Remember that this topic is very important. All the examination, this question may ask very briefly in NCERT. So teacher told you many times NCERT is not an authentic textbook. Okay, because this type of questions are we can see the question paper. Every year teacher is taking this way. Okay, you have to study this topic very clearly. And some of the bacteria cause disease in farm animals and pets. Sometimes you heard about anthrax. Earlier time, anthrax like this corona, anthrax some are passing through the letters etc. Some powder like this anthrax disease is causing to horse, elephant etc. Okay, so some pathogenic. Teacher told you what is called a pathogen. Disease causing organism is called a pathogen. The pathogenic bacteria cause disease in farm animals such as and elephant, horse and some pets also. Some another pathogenic animals causing tuberculosis in cattle, dog etc. Tuberculosis. And some pathogenic bacteria causing disease in human. You very familiar disease, cholera, typhoid, tetanus, syphilis, plague, pneumonia etc. One more time, cholera, typhoid, tetanus, syphilis, plague, pneumonia. All these are bacteria causing diseases. And some of the bacteria causing food poison. They are producing some poison in the food, causing food poisoning. One example, that is one food poison disease, botulism, that is also causing by one bacteria. This is summarizing the harmful activities of bacteria. Pathogenic bacteria, disease in crop, disease in farm animals, disease in human, and again disease in pet, causing food poison etc. So today's class, what we studied, the beginning for half of the teacher explained about uses of bacteria, and later we studied about what are the different type of harmful bacteria. This topic is very important. This is related to our life also. You have to remember which are the important type of diseases caused by bacteria, and at the same time bacteria are very much useful also. Have a nice day. Thank you.